It had been a long day for Edward, who was resting at the sheds at the harbour when Douglas steamed in.
Ah, can you believe it? I've been racked off my wheels for some ruddy farmer. What's happened? I arrived at Kildane with my goods train, only to be told that a farmer had missed our train by a minute, so my driver decided to be late and go and pick him up. Well, why had he been late? He'd been trying to get his cows to Vickerstown before 3, so he could go back for his wife's birthday or something. Well, that sounds important. But not worth making me late. What about had you been in his situation? I ain't married. Imagine it was Donald's birthday, for instance. You'd want to be back for that, wouldn't you? Well, I suppose. It reminds me of an old friend who used to work here, years ago. He'd had a similar mindset and was keen on keeping to time. Would you like to hear about him? Why not? My next train ain't for an hour or two anyways. Very well. It was way back in 1918. The engine's name was Alfred. And this was the story Edward told.
Alfred was a fairly young and thoughtful engine at this time. He had been built in 1911, and ever since the formation of the North Western in 1914, had been working on mixed traffic duties, although he shared the railway's big express. One cold morning, he was sprinting through the countryside with the morning goods. He was making good time when suddenly he saw some sheep walking across the tracks. "Goodness, driver, brakes!" The driver slammed the brakes hard on, but slowly and surely, Alfred was brought to a stop. Just in time. The sheep had wandered away from the farm and had set up camp on the tracks. "Thank goodness we stopped. Now, where's the farmer?" "No need to fret. Here he comes now." The farmer hurried over to the sheep and thanked Alfred and his crew for stopping them. He soon shepherded them away, and Alfred was on his way once more. That evening, Alfred was resting in the shed. He was very tired when the cleaner arrived. "Evening, Alfred. How was your day?" "Fine." "Good. Mine's been meh. Had to clean Colin earlier. He was covered in coal dust. Been in the mines all day." "Fascinating." "I thought so. Either way, I can't wait to get home. After all, it could be any day now." Yes, wait, what could be any day now?" "Come on, Alfred." "What is it?" "My wife's pregnant, and it's due any day now." "You have a wife?" "Oh, yes, indeed. Congratulations, Jim." "Thanks, Alfred. Anyways, that's a good polish for the express tomorrow. I'll be off. Sleep well." You too." And with that, Jim the cleaner walked away as Alfred went to sleep. Next morning, Alfred was in the yard when Johnny the shunter pulled up alongside him. "Morning, Alfred. How are things?" "Just fine, thanks. Yourself?" "Can't complain." "Oh look, there's Jim." Jim the cleaner walked up to the two engines. "Morning, lads." "Morning, Jim." "Blimey, you look chipper. Did your wife give birth last night?" "Not quite, but she has a feeling it'll be today. She's at home here in Vickerstown, so I ain't too far. I'm hoping I'll get my shift finished quickly so I can be at home with her." "Very nice." "Well, good luck, Jimmy boy." "Cheers, fellas. Anyways, I'll be riding with you, Alfred. I'm needed at Kelsthorpe." "Right, well, I doubt there's any room in the coaches, so you can stay in my cab if you like." "Perfect. Thanks, Alfred." Jim the cleaner climbed aboard Alfred, and before long, Alfred departed with the express down the line. They made good time along the line. Jim enjoyed the ride, and Alfred brightened up a bit. He was certainly glad to be pulling the express. Not too long later, they reached Kelsthorpe Road. Jim the cleaner hopped out and said thank you and goodbye to Alfred and his crew. He walked away when the station master ran up to him. "Mr. Jim Rogers?" "That's me." "There's a call for you, right this way." The station master led Jim inside. Jim returned sprinting a moment later and ran up to Alfred. "Are you all right? What are you running about for?"
"Alfred, my wife's gone into labour."
"What?" "She's in Vickerstown, all the way over there. What do I do?" Alfred thought for a moment. "Detach my coaches. We're going back to Vickerstown." He spotted Winston puffing along light engine. "Winston, boy, the express is yours to take on now. Quickly." "You what? Why?" "Just do it." Winston took charge of the train and Alfred quickly turned around. He picked up Jim and sprinted on to Vickerstown. Arriving in Vicarstown not too long later, Jim couldn't thank Alfred enough, but he had to speed off to the hospital quickly. Alfred smiled and began to work out what he should do instead. That night, Alfred, Winston and Johnny were in the sheds at Vicarstown, all in anticipation. All of a sudden, Jim and his wife and a newborn baby entered through the back door. Jim, is that? Gentlemen, or engines, I present you to our new baby boy, Alfred. Alfred, as a tribute to our gratitude of getting me to see the birth of my son, and for that we name our son after Alfred. I'm honoured. Congratulations, Jim. Yeah, congratulations, Jim. Just in time for Christmas too, only a few days away. If you'd waited a little longer till Christmas Eve, you could have recreated the nativity scene. And they all laughed.
So there you have it. Did you like it? I did actually. Different stakes, I suppose, but it still plays. Good story, isn't it? Aye, thank you for telling me, Edward. I did like it. Out of interest, where's Alfred nowadays? I'm assuming he left Sodor at some point. Indeed he did, back in 1923. It was all very sudden. He left for the actions of another engine, but that's another story. I believe he now works somewhere east, either Norwich or Stratford. Alright then. Anyways, I must be off. Thanks again, Edward. Safe travels. I wonder where Alfred is now.